Hello, welcome to my channel. The question here says, solve the equation root 2 all over 2 root 2 minus root 3 minus root 3 over 2 root 2 plus root 3 is equal to x plus y root 6. Now, for us to do this, let's handle this left-hand side first. Let's subtract this from this. Let's simplify this part of the equation first, this left-hand side. So the LCM here, you agree with me that the LCM is the multiplication of this and this. So I can simply say 2 root 2 minus root 3 multiplied by 2 root 2 plus root 3. So now I have the LCM. What I'm going to do next is to use this LCM to divide this denominator here. So when this divides this, it will cancel. These parts that are equal will cancel and we'll be left with this. So we're going to use this part now to multiply this. So it becomes root 2 multiplied by this part that we got. When we divided this by this, we have this part. So it becomes 2 root 2 plus root 3. And then minus, when this divides this will cancel this and we'll be left with this. So we use this to multiply the numerator. So it becomes the numerator, which is root 3, multiplied by 2 root 2 minus root 3. So, and don't forget that is equal to the right hand side, which is x minus y root 6. So now the next thing for us to do is to simplify further by expanding this bracket. So root 2 multiplied by root 2 is going to give us 2 without the root sign, because terms in the root sign, when they are the same and they multiply each other, you simply take what is inside the root without the root sign. So the root sign will cancel. So root 2 multiplied by root 2 is 2. Then 2 multiplied by 2 will give us 4. So this multiplied by this has automatically given us 4. And then plus root 2 multiplied by root 3, this one will give us root 6. Since the terms are not the same, you simply multiply 2 and 3, 6, and then introduce the root sign. You put the root sign. And then minus, this is negative root 2 multiplied by 2 root 2. Sorry, negative root 3 multiplied by 2 root 2. So as the value here without the root sign remain. And then the root sign times will multiply each other. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then you still put the root there. So this will give us 2 root 6. So when this multiplies this, it gives us negative 2 root 6. Then negative root 3 multiplied by negative root 3. Don't forget, negative multiplied by negative becomes positive. Then root 3 multiplied by root 3, they are both the same term. So the answer is 3. Just simply take what is inside the root sign since they are the same. And then everything divided by. Now, these two surds, they are conjugate of each other. Conjugate surd means surds that are exactly the same, but with the sign in the middle that is different. So this is negative and this is positive, but all other terms are the same. So they are conjugate. So when you are multiplying conjugate, which is like multiplying difference of 2 square, that is, this is like the factor of difference of 2 square. So what you just need to do in a simple term is to square this, and then we say minus, we also square this. That is just a simple way to expand this bracket. So squaring this means 2 root 2 all squared minus the next term, which is root 3 all squared. So this is a short way to expand conjugates of surds. You square the first term minus you square the second term. Don't forget this short method of doing it. And then everything is equal to x minus y root 6. So let's simplify further now. root 2 square is simply 2 because the root 2 multiplied by root 2, this square affects this root 2. So root 2 square is root 2 times root 2, which will give us 2. And then this 2 multiplied to this will give us 4. So what we're having here is 2 square and then root 2 also square. That is what we have here when this expands it. And then minus root 3 multiplied by itself. Root 3 multiplied by root 3. That's what this part will give to us. So that means I can go ahead now, simplify this part and then simplify this lower part and put it in my next answer. So now the numerator, 4 plus 3, because they are like terms, 4 and 3. 4 plus 3, that will give us 7. And then this root 6 and 2 root 6, they are also like terms because they are the same values in the root sign. So positive, this is like 1 now. Positive 1 root 6 minus 2 root 6. So this is like saying 1x minus 2x. And that will give us negative 1x. So we say negative 1x, which is then negative root 6. So 1 root 6 minus 2 root 6 will give us negative 1 root 6, which is also written like this. And then all over. Don't forget, this denominator is what I've written here. The expansion part of it is what I've written here. So I'm going to multiply this now and write it as the denominator. So 2 square is 4. Root 2 square is 2. So 4 times 2 will give us 8. And then root 3 square, which is then as root 3 times root 3, is simply 3. Don't forget the negative sign is there. It's simply 3. And then it's equal to, don't forget our right hand side, which is x minus y root 6. So now the next thing for us to do is to simplify this denominator. 8 minus 3 will give us 5. So in the denominator, I have 7. So in the numerator is 7 root 6. Denominator is 5. And that will be equal to x minus y root 6. So the next thing for me to do is to separate this fraction. So separating this fraction means this denominator will be used to divide this 7. And this this root 6 will also divide 5. So I have 7 over 5. And then minus root 6 over 5. So this is like separating the fraction, splitting the fraction into 2 fractions now. So use this, put it under here, this one, put it under here, and you separate the fraction. And that is equal to x minus y root 6. Now, another thing that I can do again is to rewrite this as 7 over 5, which is okay. And then minus, I can write this over 5 as 1 over 5 as a fraction. Don't forget, this is root 6 over 5. So I can write the fraction of this 5 as 1 over 5 and then root 6. And that will be equal to x minus y root 6. So finally, we are to compare the terms now, the left-hand side and the right-hand side, in order to get the value of x. So this term without the root sign is equal to x. So I can finally say, therefore, x is equal to 7 over 5. That's the value of x. And what is y? Y is equal to the root 6 part is also root 6 here. So y is the number multiplying root 6. So y is equal to negative. Don't forget, this is negative value here. And this is negative y. So when you are taking the y now, because the 2 parts are already negative, there's no need of taking the negative sign again. You simply take 1 over 5. But if one of them was positive, then you take negative value. But since they are both negative, then you just simply take only the term here. So y is equal to 1 over 5 and x is 7 over 5. And this gives us the final answer. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.